Okay, good morning, Year 9. So what we're going to do today is we're moving on from adding and subtracting fractions, and we're going to move on to actually not multiplying and dividing fractions. We're just going to move to multiplying. So if I just get rid of that, and if I just get rid of that, then that's all correct. Okay, so we're just going to do multiplying fractions today. Okay, so that's your title and your date up there and your learning objectives. So if you want to pause the video and write those down, please do that now. So let's have a look at our first example here. So we've got example number 1. We've got 3 sums to do here. We've got 3 times 2/3, 6 times 2/3, and then 5 times 2/3. Okay, now it might be that all those fractions are the same there with the 2/3, but it doesn't matter. The principle is the same with multiplying them by anything. So what we've got here, we've got a whole number multiplied by a fraction. Now what we do when we've got this sort of thing is we have to write the whole number as a fraction first. So if I do part A, we have to write 3 as 3 over 1. That's just, it means the same thing, it just means 3, but it's as a fraction, so 3 over 1. And we put times 2/3 there. Okay, now how we multiply fractions is we multiply the two numbers at the top together and then the two numbers at the bottom together. So if I do 3 times 2, that's 6. And if I do 1 times 3, that's 3. So I get 6 over 3, which I can simplify if I divide both of them by 3 to 2 over 1, which is just 2. Okay, so I multiplied the two numbers at the top together and the two numbers at the bottom together, and then I simplified my fraction afterwards. Let's have another go. So I've got 6 times 2/3. I've got to write that as 6 over 1. So any whole number you write over 1. Okay, so 6 times 2/3 equals, so I times 6 times 2, which is 12. And I do 1 times 3, which is 3. Now that means if I simplify that fraction, I can divide both of them by 3, which means I get 4 over 1, which is just 4. Okay, last one is 5 times 2/3. So let's have a look at 5 times 2/3. So I write it as 5 over 1 times by 2/3. So I do 5 times 2, which is 10. And I do 1 times 3, which is 3. Now I can't simplify that anymore. I can't divide 10 or 3 by the same number. So that is actually my final answer, 10/3. I can't do anything. Now I could write it as a mixed number if I wanted to. So how many 3's go into 10? 3 do, with 1 left over. So 3 1/3. I could write it like that, but this is absolutely fine. Okay, I can't simplify it, so I just leave it like 10/3. Okay, so make sure you've got those 3 down. Now let's go on to example number 2. So you're going to copy this into your books. Now we're going to do a fraction multiplied by a fraction. Okay, so the first one is 1/3 times by 1/4, and the next one is 2/3 times by 3/5. So first one, same thing, multiply the numerators together, then multiply the denominators together. So 1 times 1 is 1, and then 3 times 4 is 12. Now, can I do anything to that? No. That's my final answer, 1/12. Done. Let's have a look at this next one. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 15 is, 3 times 5 is 15. Can I simplify that? Yes, because I can divide 6 and 15 by the same number. I can divide them both by 3. How many 3's go into 6? 2. How many 3's go into 15? 5. So my final answer is 2/5 there. Now it's very important when you've multiplied your fraction that you look to see if you can simplify it, because if you don't simplify it, then you might get the wrong answer. You need it in its simplest form, if possible, please. Okay, so copy this into your books and put it in a highlighted box, please. So you've got the 3 steps to multiplying fractions. You've got multiplying the numerators, then multiply the denominators, and then simplify your fraction if possible. If it isn't possible, you just leave it as it is. Okay? So here are the questions I'd like you to have a go at. All right, here are the questions I'd like you to have a go at. Now, questions 1 and 2 are like example 1, and question 3 is like example 2. So you can look back at those examples if you're not sure. Now, if it looks like things are the other way round, like this one here, 1/10 times by 25, you can still do 1/10 times by 25 over 1. You can still write it like that. It doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter which way around they are, you still do the same thing. Okay, so I look forward to seeing these questions. Now, answers are on the PDF that I attach right at the end, so you can check your answers kind of as you go along. Now, as a little extension, for those of you that found that kind of really easy, here's a little extension for you. I'm not going to ask you to do these questions, I'm just going to go through them with you. So we're going to do 1 3/4 times by 2/7. So we've actually got a mixed number multiplied by a fraction there. We're not going to do B, we're just going to stick with A as your extension today. So 1 3/4 times 2/7. Well, we need to get the 1 3/4 as an improper fraction. So if we do 1 times 4, 4 add 3, that's 7. 7/4 is what 1 3/4 is. 7/4 times by 2/7. Now we can do exactly the same thing. 7 times 2 is 14. 4 times 7 is 28. Now we can half both of those and we get 7 over 14. And we can divide both of those by 7, which gives us a half. And that's our final answer there. So 1 3/4 times 2/7 is actually a half, the answer. Okay? So that's what you would have to do. You would have to change your mixed number into an improper fraction first, and then you could do the multiplication. So that's your little extension today, for those of you that found the kind of multiplying bit easy. All right, here are the answers. I'm just going to quickly go back. Now, remember to submit a photo of your work, a picture of your work to me, either via email or via Google Classroom. And remember, any questions you need me to answer, if you just tell me which question you're stuck on, I can help you, okay? And I look forward to seeing your work. Hope you have a lovely day, Year 9.